quite extensively over the last week to track all these storms that keep coming in.
I know, it's a parade of them out over the Pacific, and that parade does not come to an end anytime soon. We're expecting another round of, yes, the snowy conditions where we still hold on to some rough roadways, primarily those side roads, as we take a live look over Vancouver this evening. But a KOIN 6 weather alert goes into place once again tonight. That's going to continue well into the first half of next week. Is not one, but two systems take aim at much of our areas. Our temperatures right now sit pretty comfortable, 41 degrees, comparatively speaking to those sub-freezing temperatures we held on to over the past several days. But things start to get interesting right at about 10, 11 o'clock or so. That's where we see our next cold front swing through, bringing back the chance for a wintry mix, which will then eventually flip over to just some snow flurries, which do have the potential to accumulate in the Portland metro area. There's the culprit. Live look at our satellite. The prefrontal clouds already starting to march their way on shore. But again, the I-5 corridor doesn't get in on this action until about 11 o'clock tonight. So you got just a few more hours to maybe make some of those grocery errands. I know a lot of us have been cooped inside lately. Now's your chance to get out and prepare, because roads likely going to be on the tricky side here for the next several days. Like I mentioned, the prefrontal clouds already pushing their way on shore as the National Weather Service keeps those winter weather advisories in place for the Portland metro area. We're talking about 1 to 4 additional inches of snow on top of everything that's already sitting there. Our highest amounts will be east of I-205 and north of Burnside, and of course up in elevation, as dry conditions still remain for the Portland metro area. And current temperatures anywhere from the upper 30s to the low 40s. We'll see those start to taper back. But thankfully, this time we have a southerly wind. So we're not talking about as cold of temperatures as what we experienced with our last storm. But nonetheless, snow still likely to fall as it tracks its way to the east with that approaching cold front. The first few flakes falling by about 11:30 at night tonight, and that will continue well into tomorrow morning. But through the daytime hours tomorrow, we'll see a mix of a few flurries, a few light raindrops as temperatures climb into the upper 30s and low 40s. And that trend will continue into Monday morning, Monday afternoon, as well as we fall back to about freezing by about 7 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. And even Tuesday has the potential to see some lingering snow flurries. So what are we talking about as far as the totals go? The Portland downtown area and PDX anywhere from about a ½ inch to 2 inches, at least through tomorrow morning. Higher elevations could see close to about 3 to 6 inches. And as we progress into Tuesday, still expecting to see more snowfall, where we could get closer to about 4, if not 5 inches for some of us. So the timing, we're pretty solid on that. It starts at about 10 o'clock for places like Hillsboro, and not as cold this go around. So that's the good news. But those snow elevations and the cold temperatures will really start to fluctuate that accumulation. Storm number 1 rolls through. Then we prepare for storm number 2. That pushes in on Monday, and that will keep the flow of moisture into our area for the coming days. So we really got to keep a close eye on these multi-system events that are taking aim at the Pacific Northwest, keeping that KOIN 6 weather alert through Tuesday. Drier skies on Wednesday. Yeah, even Friday looks like maybe a wintry mix as temperatures only warm into the mid-40s. Wayne?
Wow, we will be watching that all night. Thank you so much, Josh. Now, in sports,